One of the earliest disciplines any adult has to develop is when to put down your phone. Our phones never stop binging, they never stop bonging, we never stop getting messages. While we're driving, we're always tempted to be checking our status updates or even looking at our GPS. As a result, we're 23% more likely to get into road accidents. I mean, just our phones are crazy consuming. And so as a result, we tend to think of media, and in particular social media or mobile media, as a tyrant. It controls us. We think it makes us stupid. We see our kids sending thousands of text messages or Snapchat messages a day, and we think that they're turning into zombies. Well, the truth is they're not, and we're not. Now we have this totally new thing that we have to deal with, this whole other invisible digital life that now needs to be managed, that in some ways feels disconnected from our corporeal life. But I would suggest that there's another way to think of it rather than as the enemy. And in fact, I think the reason that so many people find social media or mobile media so provocative, so nurturing, which is strange that it could be both, is because it functions as a kind of cloister. It's a way for us to escape our regular lives, our daily lives. It's a way for us to find distraction. It's a way for us to reach out and get connected with people we love, with whom we share common interests. It's a way for us to be reminded about our ambitions and our desires for physical fitness, for vacation, for weight loss. And in all those ways, it functions as a reminder of a better life than the one we're living. Now, of course, we need to be careful because that better life lure could be false, could be fraudulent, could be a false gospel or a contrary gospel. But in another way, it's also good for us to know that there is in the human mind, in the human consciousness, that yearning for what Jesus referred to as abundant life. And not everything that social media provides is fraudulent. In fact, in some ways, those tips and tricks and leans help us press in. For example, if you follow the Bible on Twitter or Jesus on Twitter, or if you get regular memes updated in your Facebook of scripture verses, you know that you can take an incredible amount of scripture as it is woven into the regular warp and woof of your day precisely because of social media. Now, that's not as frequent as, say, advertisements for the next Comic-Con, but the point is that it's there, and we could cultivate it and we could court it with greater efficacy. And so I think we've got to get beyond the fear that the medium is somehow going to mess us up, and take control of the medium, to expropriate it, to plunder the Egyptians, so to speak, for the good purposes of God.